Hey, what's up guys? Sean here. So in today's video, we are out here on my property. We're working on an area that hopefully we'll be able to use for some future videos. But today, we're going to be talking about this bad boy right here. My Tramontina 14. Let's get it. Alright, so Tramontina. For machetes, they have a really good reputation. This machete is 14-inch blade, 19 inches overall. I decided to go with the shorter blade because I want to use it for future, other uses, like going inside my get-home bag to replace my heavier hatchet. And I do believe that this would be a little more useful if I was trying to get home. So this will be going in my get-home bag at some point. But today, we're going to be using this to clear some of these vines and things like that out here. We're going to take a look at this, and we're actually going to do some real-world testing on it, see how it works. Now, when I bought this machete, I paid a little over $14 for it on Amazon. Today, it's running for about $17. I've only had it for a couple weeks. So that just tells you the price is going up on these things. Now, a couple of things about this machete that I didn't care for when I first got it, but I do understand kind of why they did it and the reasons for it. I mean, initially, the fit and finish is not great on this thing. The handle has some rough spots on it. It's not all sanded down nice and smooth, and it wasn't sharpened at the point. Actually, it wasn't sharpened at all. It had the bevel on there, but it wasn't sharpened. And I understand that, through shipping, this thing doesn't come with a sheath. Probably it's better for them, safety-wise, to leave the sharpening up to you. The tip was very blunt when I first got it. So I had to go to work on this thing with a bastard file for a little while to really get a good edge on this thing. But to get the edge down here where the bevel was already there, it didn't take much at all. But to get this blunt point down, it definitely took a little work. Now this handle, I understand that, I paid $14 for this thing. So no, the fit and finish isn't going to be great. I understand that. But they leave enough on here that if you really wanted to go to work on this thing with a file and some sandpaper and stuff, you could really clean this thing up and make a really nice handle on it. And we may do that in a future video, clean this thing up, and who knows, we may make a sheath for it, which would be pretty cool. And but today what we're going to do is, now that I've got an edge on it pretty good, we're going to get out here and chop some of these vines and just see how it works. Now, I didn't get crazy with this thing. I didn't strop the edge down or anything like that. I just cleaned this edge up with a bastard file and got a good sharp edge on it. And it worked out good. Yep, I think focus. I think that's a pretty good test of how sharp it is. Not bad. Now I'm going to go ahead and apologize in advance. You may hear road noise. You may hear neighbors' dogs barking. There's an airplane up above me. Not a whole lot I can do about that. Sorry. This is about the only last wooded section of my property, and it's a buffer between our property and the road. And the reason I haven't really used it in the past is simply because you can hear road noises and there is neighbors over here and stuff. And I try to keep that stuff out of the video, but this is actually a good area for what we're going to try to do. And so I think that we're going to go ahead and use this area regardless. So what we got to do though is I need to clear a path down beside the fence line here to be able to get around and access this piece of property here. This is roughly an acre or so right here. And what we're clearing out here is a path through these vines, which are grapevines, and there's some other little bushes and trees that are kind of sprouting up through there. So we're going to clear some little path through here, and we're going to use this machete to do that. Now, a lot of people are going to ask, why did you pick the 14? Well, the 14 is a shorter, kind of stubbier machete, And I liked it because it's a little easier to wield in these tight spaces up here in all these vines and stuff. It's not quite so long getting tangled up on everything, and it'll be easier, like I said, in the future to be able to use it in my get home bag. It's hot out here, very, very humid. But I'd say that thing works pretty dang good, if you ask me. Okay, so I want to jump ahead of this real quick. All you OSHA experts out there, I understand I was not using safety glasses, but there's a good reason for that. I couldn't find them. And I don't have my sunglasses anymore because I lost them when I was kayaking. So I was using my safety squints. So, you know, there's that. Now, for you machete experts, I understand that I was probably doing something the wrong way, the way you wouldn't do it. This is not a how to use a machete video. This was just an initial look and an initial test of this little machete. And if you want to leave me a comment below and let me know how I was doing it wrong, that's completely fine. I appreciate all the comments. And while you're at it, give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down, doesn't matter. Those things all help the video. And I would hope that if you followed along and you did enjoy it, maybe you go ahead and hit that subscribe button. So, back to the video. Well guys, we now have easy access to the property. And for that, we have to thank the Tramontina 14. I'm really happy with the way that thing performed. Now, the handle definitely needs some refining, so I'll get to that. Maybe we'll do a custom handle or just clean that handle up good and to make it fit my hand better. It does, the way it is now, it rubs a little bit, and I understood that was probably going to happen, but no big deal. The thing really worked. Now, it held the edge really well, but obviously what I was using it for right now really isn't going to kill that edge. These are little vines, but we'll be kind of doing some testing on that thing in the future. Right now, this was sort of a just a first look at that thing and kind of a little test of it. And for that, I'm really really happy with the way it performed. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it's short, sweet, but if you did like this video, give it that big thumbs up for me. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and leave me a comment. Let me know what you thought. I appreciate you watching. I'll see you next time.